Hello and welcome to another Tools of the Trade. Long time that I did my last one, but there wasn't really that much new things, and anyway, the last couple of months were not one for a lot of simming here. During WorldFlight 2020 I used this tool called Webfmc a lot. I have my old iPad here. It's an age-old iPad 2, and you can have a browser window. You can open that browser window on the iPad. You can enter the IP address of your PC :9090 as a port, and then you will get your current aircraft's FMC. In my case it was the Zibo, displayed in your browser. And you do not need external devices for that. You can also do this locally here on this PC. Now Webfmc is out for, well, I would say more than 1 year, 2 years maybe. I'm not sure. It's quite some time now. It started small, I think, but in the meantime, as you can see here, a lot of aircraft have been added. So if we go to the list, at least as it looks at the moment, you can work with your default X-Plane FMC, X-Plane 11 that is, the tow lists 19 and 21, the flight factors, all of them, the JarDesigns, all of them, the Rotate MD80, the J-Roll-On CRJ, the IXCG, the SSG 747-8, the E-Jets, the good old EADT 737 project, and the Zibo mod, quite obviously, together with two of the Zibo mod variants, 737-900 and 737-700. I'm not sure about the Max, I haven't tried it yet. If you see this dual CDU here, that means that the aircraft has coded two separate CDUs or MACDUs, and therefore you can switch between the two in the same browser window. So you could alternate between the captain's and the first officer's CDU.
Hello, Captain.
The Zibo has loaded and greets me. So actually quite nice, this thing. There are some videos here. The pricing, you can download the free version basically from the forum explain.org for $0, and you get the Zibo with it. Or you pay for it. I think the price, considering the option it gives you, I think is okay. I didn't think it was too expensive. And I know that new aircraft will be added when they come out and when they have been coded by the developer. Okay, so that's that. Here we are in the Zibo. We are in the cold and dark at the moment. That's why things are also dark here. So let's quickly go and activate the Zibo, put the ground power on. And here we go. And now what you can see here is the FMC. So I can click on FMC here. I'm currently on the first officer side, so let's switch over to the captain side. Now we're on the captain side. But that's what I showed you before. You can alternate between these two. Alright. Somewhere here, oh yeah, there it is. When you press up here at the screw top right, you get the configuration. And for example, I'm not really too happy with these loud button clicks. I'll put this down. It will regularly check for updates. It will show buttons. If you turn this off, and then I think if you, hang on, how does that work? If you turn show buttons off, now maybe I misunderstand what this option is supposed to do. Side switching. Oh, those buttons they mean. Okay, yeah. There's a dirty LCD and dirty buttons. You can actually turn them off. So they look a bit cleaner now. Although I don't mind having the little grime there, because I think it looks a bit more realistic when we do. Yeah, although, yeah, looks quite okay. Then you can switch some other things here. Alternate font. Let's see what the alternate font looks like. Actually, I'm quite happy with the normal font. And for cockpit builders, there are some screen only on double click. Okay, so you can turn that on. Let's do that. And if you double click, then you get the screen only, and you can resize the window so that it fits in your hardware that you may have. And when you double click, it comes back on again. So it's quite enhanced key mapping. So it's quite good what they do here. All right. And just to do a very quick setup here. So let's go to the init ref, init ident. So position init, echo delta delta mic, and then we can go to the root page, echo delta delta mic to echo delta delta mic. Let's quickly put in a departure, the Anchor 9 Quebec, for example. And as you can see, everything I do here also is one-to-one mirrored down here. So it is really 100% functionality. So there's this, you get exactly what you would also get here on the FMC in the aircraft. Okay, so let me load some other aircraft just to show you how this looks with, for example, the JarDesign A330. So here we are in the JarDesign A330, and as you can see, we got the exact same CDU here. Okay, so if I close this, I can still use it. Let me quickly power up the aircraft.
Powering up the aircraft.
While we're looking at some of these functions. Load and fuel, you get this big trim sheet here. The ground handling, you can call up the GPU and catering and stairs and say drive up. That will have a quick interruption here, and then it will, there we go, bring up all these cars. So that's this page. All right, then next we can, for example, go to the MCDU menu. We can open the doors page, and now let's have a quick look outside. Left side, and we can open anything that's on the left side, or we just open everything that's on the right side. And then obviously, if we are done with all these settings and so on, we could go to the init page and then start entering a flight plan. Insert align IRS. Okay. Missed data. 200. Cruise flight level. Yeah, this is flight level. All right. And we can pre-fill this here, and then just do whatever else we do. Example. Yeah, flex temperature 46, and yeah, not that that changes anything. I don't think that's overly realistic, but I guess you can see that this works actually quite well. So we could also now go and have a look at maybe a default aircraft in X-Plane and just check this one out. Now we are in the default MD82 of Laminar. Let's see if I can find all these switches that we require to fire up the aircraft. I haven't really been using this thing very much. Okay, so where's the battery? The battery must be somewhere here. Battery, there it is. And I think we need to do the start pump. So that's the battery on. We can already hear the APU coming up, and I can put it on the bus, and then we have the juice we need. And here you see now the default laminar CDU. Let's quickly check. Yeah, that's basically this one here, and you can do anything that you can do with it. So I can go on the flight plan page here and begin entering my flight details. I could go to the departure page, runway 08 left, anchor 9 Quebec, execute, and here's the legs page. Yeah, so I could go to the VNAV. Transition altitude, we are in Germany here, so it's 5,000. And in the cruise page, we would go flight level 200. So descent is flight level, transition level 50, whatever. Okay, and so here's the legs, and then the calculation. So anything that you would do here, you can do here as well. And yeah, I think I've activated because I don't have a joystick currently set up here. Okay, cool. So that's that. That's the default. The default actually costs, you need to have the payware. So the only free one is the Zibo, but I think that's a good one because it really is very, very useful. And as you can see, we can switch again between these two, the first officer side and the captain side, and have two different displays. Okay, that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time.